Knock, knock.
Who?
Sadie.
Sadie what?
Sadie, Pledge of Allegiance. It's the 4th of July. Welcome to Rocket to Anywhere, the show whose hosts ride their bikes standing up because the Olympic athletes do it that way, and they are fast.
That's what you do, and you're still slow.
I'm Corban.
I ride a bike faster than you, and I'm Sofia. Ha.
This week on the show, we'll be completely winging it because I've been busy all week with pre-production for Season 2 of a web series, and I am just completely exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am. I had to rewrite scripts, okay? Rewriting scripts is tough.
Okay, in that case, I'll be on Season 2.
Yes, you are.
Again.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Okay, so let's move on to some follow-up. I have a couple pieces this week. First one being that I finally finished up watching Season 102, which is Part 2 of Season 1 of Lost in Oz, the Amazon original series that we reviewed last week, or we reviewed the first 3 episodes.
We reviewed the first 3 episodes.
We reviewed. Oh, man, I'm so tired. We reviewed the first 3 episodes, and I said I would get back to everyone about what my thoughts were on the whole season. Like Sophia said, 10-10, great season. Loved all the different plot twists that happened. If you haven't seen it, go back and listen to our review of the first 3 episodes, and then go watch the rest of the season by yourself. Second piece of follow-up, I was recently on vacation, 2 weeks ago, and we went to this little restaurant, and there were these 2 little kids who were serving the food, and I was like, dude, one of the kids, the little boy, he looks so familiar. Who is he? I got back home from vacation and realized that was Gardner from Gordimer, that plays Gordimer's little brother. So anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. And also while I was on vacation, shout out to the kid who recognized me at the shopping mall. I don't know where they recognized me from, but this little girl was up on the thing, and she was like, hey, are you on YouTube? I said, yeah. She just takes a picture of me with her iPad and walks away. Okay. Okay, last piece of follow-up.
Rainy iPad pics. Okay.
Yes. Last piece of follow-up. Sophia, I have a piece of follow-up for you. You were right when you told me a couple of weeks ago that the Incredibles movie had different animation styles and that it looked worse. You were right. I saw a comparison post on Instagram that was showing the, because you know how they redid the opening scene. It's the same ending.
I mean, once the opening, they actually did pretty good on that. They actually did it, good.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they reanimated the track scene.
Once you get used to it, it's fine.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, it didn't look good.
Yeah, but if you see them side by side, some people, I say that it actually looks worse, but I guess it's just the style now. If you want to see the comparison clip, I'll link it in the show notes at rta.space/53. So now on to Thought of the Week. I'm going to let you go first because I need to let my brain rest.
Actually, you can go first.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, speaking of The Incredibles, here's one I realized. Bad guys use masks to cover their lower face, while good guys use masks to cover their upper face.
No, bad guys cover their whole face.
Well, not necessarily.
Even though I don't understand. Okay, superheroes, okay. A little thing covering your eyes does not protect your identity. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, your people in your world have to be really dumb.
I guess it just looks cool.
No, it doesn't.
But I'm like with the bad guys, okay, right? In most heist movies or whatever, you see them to wear the bandana that covers from below their eyes down, which I don't get why. Maybe there's some reason I don't get it.
Okay, I think you're talking about cowboys, not
cowboy. I mean, I'm talking Apple Dumpling Gang here.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, that's my thought of the week.
Thought of the week. How about, have I said this before? That Australia, the word Australia has 3 A's in it, and all of them are pronounced differently.
I think you told me that before in real life, but not on the show.
Okay, well, there we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Just think about it. Actually, no. Okay, here's the thing. If you pronounce it Australia, then it's and so the first 2 are the same. But if you pronounce it like Corban, then it's Australia, and then there you go. It's 2 different.
Australia.
3 different things.
Yep. If you're trying to pronounce it like an Australian or someone from New Zealand, yes, we have to give a shout out to New Zealand. Anytime anyone talks about Australia on the internet, we have to not forget New Zealand. Hello. Yes, if you're trying to speak like them, and there's a word that ends with the letter A, you replace it with an AR. So Australia, meteor, not like.
But it's not it's Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah, it's like
subtle.
It sounds like saying but you're saying
Mm-hmm.
like just without the vocal fry, because the vocal fry makes it sound bad. Yes, there you go. Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
that's why they all speak high pitched.
Okay, now to learn a word. The opposite of being high pitched and laughing high pitch is cachinnate, which is the word of the week. Cachinnate. 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 To laugh loudly or excessively. You know, one time we have cachinated on the show is when we told that joke a long time ago. That is now probably not, what's the word, politically correct to tell on podcasts anymore. But at the time, it was very funny. I'll just let you know it was like in episode 5 or 6.
Oh, wait, is it the one about the terrorists blowing into the exhaust pipe?
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
You said it.
I
didn't say it. I never said that. I never repeated that, okay? Speaking of jokes, though, now to joke time. What do you have?
Well, I have jokes, I'll tell you that. So, Corban said to get America jokes.
4th of July theme
same
jokes.
Thing, whatever.
Because we were going to record at our grandma's house for 4th of July, but that didn't turn out, so we thought we'll record last night, which was 4th of July. Nope, it sounded like a war zone outside.
How come there's no knock-knock joke about America?
Because we come in without knocking?
No. Because freedom rings.
Okay. I got all my 4th of July themed jokes from the Boys Life magazine, which is the official magazine of the Boy Scouts. And they have a bunch of these a book never written things where it's like a pun joke. So here's one. It says, a book never written. The Star Spangled Banner by Jose Kanusee.
Wow.
This joke was by Jason F. from Hillsborough, New Jersey.
What kind of tea did the American I don't know how to pronounce colonists, whatever you want to call it, want? What tea do they want?
Free tea?
Close. Liberty.
Oh. All these
Weren't
puns.
the colonists the one trying to kill us?
No. Oh. They are us.
Oh.
That's the way things work. A book never written. American Victories by Norman D. Beach. Joke by Ben H. from Ontario, New York. I'm guessing. There's an Ontario, New York?
Oh, Corban's going to be laughing at this. Who was the biggest jokester in George Washington's army?
Lafayette.
Lafayette.
Last part doesn't make sense, but Lafayette gonna do something. I can't even rap. I can't rap, okay?
Okay.
You know, I tried to audition for a fan casting of Hamilton as the part of King George, but I can't sing in a consistent British accent, so sad for me. What do you call an American drawing? What? Oh, wait, I read both sides. Why do I always read both sides when I read jokes? Because I'm usually by myself, probably.
Okay, read the question.
What do you call an American drawing?
What? That's what you said. I don't know.
A Yankee Doodle.
What?
You know the song.
Where'd they get that from?
Yankee Doodle.
I know, macaroni. So anyway, no,
Doodle, you know, drawing, doodling.
Oh.
Yes. Joke by Aubrey T. from Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay. What's the difference between a duck and George Washington?
I feel like this is a Delaware joke.
No.
What is it?
One has a bill on his face, and the other one has his face on a bill.
Okay. This is my last one. A Book Never Written. Coming to America by Anita Greencard. That joke was by Sam B. from Hingham, Massachusetts. Do you have one more joke?
Oh, yes. What's red, white, black, and blue?
I was going to say a punched eagle, but I don't want to get arrested. So what is it?
This is better. Old Sam falling down the stairs. I don't know I don't know why, but yeah.
Okay, I'm going to bring back an old segment just for this week again, like I sometimes do. That is public service announcement. I want to give a public service announcement that apparently your bed sheets, your fitted sheets for your bed, can give you the equivalent of carpet burns. So, many of you know the famous Star Wars gif of the AT-AT robot, which is, or walker, I guess. You know what I'm talking about, right? The AT-AT that falls over. And there's, always a caption with it, coming to the end of a long week, and you just crash down onto your bed. Basically, I was so tired after a meeting, I came back, and I come running and just fall on my bed. And the friction between my skin and the bed caused the equivalent of a carpet burn on the bed. I don't know why, but I was frustrated.
The bed got the carpet burn?
No, I got the carpet burn. Basically, I don't know. I was frustrated at my bed. I was like, how could you let me down? After years of you improperly supporting my back and giving me a hunchback. Throwback to episode 9. Now you're giving me burns? I don't think so. I'm calling Casper.
I roast you all the time. Now your bed's burning you. Okay.
I'm so roastable that my bed can burn me. Roastable and toastable. Anyway, that's my public service announcement. Watch out for your bed. Well, it's time for topic time.
It's time for talking time.
Talking topic time. And talking topic. Oh, is that like a Talking Tom spinoff or something? Anyway, we're going back to our roots. And we're not going to be talking about a movie. We're not going to be talking about TV shows or musicals or anything like that. This week, we are going to be talking about life stuff. A.K.A. awkward moments. So I prepared a list of awkward moments that I've collected over actually a couple of years. I had meant to be doing a video on this where we would recreate them for our old project called Extra Elements. That never turned out, aka I'm kind of lazy about making those videos because they take so much time to make. So I've collected a couple of mine. I don't know if Sophia even did any because we're winging it this week and I didn't get on her about making sure to get some. So I think one of the most awkward things that I have repeatedly done is when I get in an elevator that's in a 2-floor building, and I ask the person who's in the elevator with me, what floor? A 2-floor building. There is only one other option, Corban. Just push the other button. It's not like, oh yeah, please press the emergency button. I want to talk to the firefighters right now. There is no other option, so just push the button. That's what I tell my brain all the time, but I don't know why I still ask, what floor? Anyway, speaking of elevators, I was standing at the elevator, ready to call it with a cart of stuff the other day, standing near I guess you could call it a semi-famous person, and we were both on our phones, and then I realized that I didn't push the button, and we'd been standing there for 5 minutes because I had forgotten to push the button, and I took the big step and pushed the button, and then I was like, okay. Anyway, that's my thing with elevators. I don't know. Elevators have caused me a lot of issues.
Oh, okay. I've had 2 awkward moments or things happen to me in my life, only 2. One of them I'm not going to say. The other one is whenever I was in, okay, so our house has 2 bathrooms. One of them is a tad bit messed up. So,
tad bit messed up. Just the tad.
So, yeah. Anyway, so I was going to close the door because nobody was using it. I was gonna use it either, and I was just closing the door. Because it's just like a rule in our house, you close the door. Anyway, so I was going to close the door, and then for some reason, I was gonna talk to Siri about something, and so when I said whatever I said, I don't remember what I said, but whatever I said, it made it call my Sunday school teacher, and so I was trying to figure out how to hang up, and then my teacher answered, and answered when, now the thingy that I said where it was a tad bit messed up, the thing was, it always sounds like there's water going and water in the restroom.
There kind of is always water
It doesn't sound like water. It sounds like something else. So, anyway, so she answered and she was like, hello? Hello? And she's over there listening to the water just drop and go. And so...
Drop and go.
Yeah, so it was so awkward. And I think I finally figured out how to hang up.
Wasn't it a FaceTime call?
No, well, it was, but I put the phone in my pocket, so they didn't see anything. But anyway, which made it worse. But yeah, and then the week after, she came and she said that she wasn't gonna be our Sunday school teacher anymore because she had to she was in college and she had to do something.
Sophia's phone call just messed up my life, and I can't be your Sunday school teacher anymore.
And so I was like, I never got a chance to explain it to her or anything, so I don't know.
So is that going to be on your deathbed? You're calling your Sunday school teacher over, please. I need to explain this messed up FaceTime call I did.
Yeah, I really should.
I've received calls like that from other people before. They call me, and it sounds like they're just in a grocery store, and they called me for some reason, and then they're like, I don't know why I don't hang up. I just listen. I just want to hear what happens to them, but I just listen. I don't know. Maybe that's creepy. Okay, speaking of buildings, a lot of things happen in office buildings that are very awkward. The other one is when you're in a long hallway, and you are the only person in the hallway, and then you turn, and someone else starts walking down the hallway. And it's a long stretch. And you kind of know the person, but you don't really know them, so you just wave and go, hi. And then you just look out the windows to the side, or if there's no windows, you just stare at the ground, or you pull out your phone and repeatedly just swipe back and forth on your home screen doing nothing until you pass each other, because that's just weird. And I have written into the aux cable about this when they did their whole awkward moments segment a while back, and they gave me no good answer about this. So yeah, that's that. Next one I got is when you're at a concert or something, and you finally find a row that's just for yourself, just for you to sit in. You want to sit alone, and you can finally belt out the words to your favorite songs. But then someone comes and they sit at the end of the row, and slowly they move over one, and they're moving closer to you, and you keep moving farther down until you reach the end of the row, and you've been capped off, and either have the choice to pretend like you're going to the restroom, and you happen to be taking all your stuff with you, or you just have to stand up and leave. Basically, this happened to me once, and I moved over so much to the point where the seat I was originally sitting on, the other person ended up sitting there, and then it turns out there was a raffle, and under the seat, they won a trip to a vacation spot. So well. That's how it went. Oh well. Of course, we have a lot of the same things. I think we can both relate to these small ones, like when you're accidentally following someone, but you're like, it just so happens to be we have to go to the same place. Then let's say that's going to a restaurant in a mall, and you get there, and you just so happen to order the same thing because you have the same taste for food. And then when you're ordering, you have to pay with all pennies, right? And you're just paying one penny, and then someone talks to you, and you forget how far you had counted with pennies. One time you went to the mall, and you went to Sonic or something, and you started paying with pennies.
And yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But that wasn't... Wait, are you talking about awkward moments?
Yeah, it's an awkward moment.
But that wasn't awkward for me.
That's awkward for me. I'm standing
there.
there.
That was awkward for you, not me.
I'm just standing
I was fine with it.
Hurry up, count your pennies, and don't talk to me because you're going to forget. And then she's like, just give me all the pennies. Just go. Here's your number. Just go. Okay. Other thing is, when you're in a mall and you're in the restroom and you're trying to find an empty stall, but all the doors close themselves, so you're kind of peeking through the thing, but not really peeking, and trying to push on all of them. And when you make eye contact with someone, and then what's even worse is when people who don't lock the stall doors and you're pushing them, and then opens and they kick it closed. Anyway, this has just been one whole awkward episode as well, because I've been so tired. I've just been ranting about random stuff for no reason. So I'm just going to end it here. Before we go, though, let's go to our recommendations of the week. What is your recommendation?
Well, you should watch From Time to Time. That's a movie. Corban still needs to watch it. Okay, it's great.
I'm waiting till Halloween.
Watch that. It's not about Halloween, by the way.
It just looks like a scary movie.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, it sort of is, but not really. Anyway, it'll just make you a little more alert about your surroundings. Anyway.
Really? I feel like they've gotten worse for you.
No. By alert, I mean, like, when you walk through a doorway, you're going to stop for
You're
a
going to
second.
stick your arms out.
Yeah.
You're going to get a cane that twists off and turns into a sword.
Anyway, yeah. That.
Anyway, you just completely avoid the question. Like, anyway, no, I totally didn't do that. Well, my recommendation is Matilda, the musical. Yes. We can't go one episode without mentioning musicals somehow. I recently.
You can't go an episode without this.
Yeah. Hey, you brought up a musical today. You said
When?
Back to the Basics.
You brought it up, and then I said, "Oh wait, I didn't say that." Remember?
No, I wasn't talking about it. I was just saying the phrase, "Oh, let's go back to the basics," and you're like, "Oh, remember Back to the Basics the musical?" You see, you brought it up. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I recommend Matilda the musical. I recently started listening to it. I read the book a long time ago. I like the book. I've wanted to watch the movie for so long, but I can never find it anywhere. Like, it's on Netflix, then it's gone. Then it's on Amazon, but I don't catch it. Then it's on Hoopla, but it's gone. And then we're at a grandma's house, and I see it on VHS, and I'm like, I gotta find a VHS player. This is the only way I'm gonna watch it. But it wasn't, like, unwrapped yet. It was brand new in the box, so I'm probably not allowed to take it out. But whatever. So, now let's move on to our closing. Thank you for listening this week. If this was your first time, this is not us normally. We are very tired, or I am very tired right now. But if you want to go back and listen to some of our better episodes, may I suggest last week's
The
episode?
first 5.
No.
Not any
Okay,
of them.
maybe better content, but our quality was pretty bad.
Yeah, quality. If you want quality, as in sound and professionalism, which is not good, for this type of thing, then do like the past 5, the most recent 5 episodes.
I think some of
and
our...
if you want the funny, don't really know what we're talking about, but it's funny, do the first 10 episodes.
I'm treating these episodes like ages. So I'm saying in our late 20s, early 30s, we were pretty funny. In our early teens, we were still trying to figure things out. And right now,
You mean
we
like
finally...
episode numbers?
Yeah, and then we finally settled down here in our 50s. We're over the hill. We figured things out, and we're just here. But anyway, please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else podcasts are available. And speaking of Google Play Podcasts, we're on the new Google Podcast Store because podcasts will be leaving the Google Play Store and going off into their new app. We are on Google Podcasts. We're one of the first new people there. Go check us out if you listen to podcasts there. Anyway, links for all of our locations are available at rta.space/listen. If you have any suggestions, you want to send us some jokes, you want us to talk about your TV show, if you happen to be making one, or you just found a new TV show you think we should talk about or review or something, you can email us rocket2anywhereshow@gmail.com, or you can tweet at us at RTA Show on Twitter. Show notes for this week's episode will be available at rta.space/53, and you can follow me on Twitter at Corban Garcia.
Oh, and me on Instagram at Extra Sofia.
Extra underscore Sofia.
Yeah, underscore, not Extra Sofia.
S-O-F-I-A.
Yeah, S-O-F-I-A.
Yes, not P-H. We'll be back week after next, probably with some sort of compilation episode, because we will be on set that week and I won't have time to record, so I'm probably just going to put something together. We don't have enough outtakes to do it. These never made it, so I'll figure something out. Maybe we'll just record something tomorrow for that. But until then, this rocket has landed.